Hello Aries, welcome to your August 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on Spotify and Apple. Let's get started. It's interesting because the way that I'm feeling around this reading is one of triumph. A triumph for you. Now, it's one of small steps, but I think for you, there's been some kind of unhealthy, it may have been an attitude, I'm picking up an unhealthy attitude for some Aries, or an unhealthy behavior. It could have been just staying up too late at night, maybe a little bit too much partying, something like that. And it feels like you're triumphing over your body, really, body and mind. Why? Because it's a feeling here of going a more spiritual route. I like it. Now, it will feel a little bit strange to you, Aries. That's what I'm picking up. So when we talk about the pink lotus fairy from the Shadows and Light Oracle, its message is a time for spirit. So you might really like your things that you've been doing here, Aries. They may have been deeply ingrained in you, whatever that was. Happily behaving badly in the past is how I would put that, Aries. But you are about to balance this all out with some very powerful new spiritual teachings and a connection. One connection in particular. Now, this could be a love connection or it could be a spiritual guide, a teacher, someone being brought into your life here in order for you to get balance back in your life. From the Journey of Love Oracle, we have the card of falling. Now, falling is the energy that is around you, but don't worry. You may fear falling, but it's really that sense of feeling like something is flying away from you. Maybe even feeling a little bit out of control. But what I'm getting here is that that's something that is no longer serving you. That's just a sign that that's leaving you. But it's something that's deeply ingrained in you. So it may have felt like you, but it wasn't really. So I get what is leaving in your life here, Aries, is meant to leave. And there's a card here of, I'm picking it up as something that is ripening. Ripening, something that feels ready, almost ready to pluck, if you will, and enjoy. The overall energy around this is the card of tiny triumphs. Now you'll notice, for the benefit of my podcast listeners, there's a picture of a mouse. And he's an oversized mouse. He's dressed as a circus trainer. And he's holding this little baby eagle type situation. So the roles are reversed. The prey here is big and the predator is small. So it tells me that the energy around this is one of size. And size matters. So what was big is small, what's small is big. We'll see where that goes in the reading. But overall, what I'm sensing here, Aries, is a need for you to believe in yourself. Don't believe that this is too big for you. Don't believe that you're outmatched and that you can't triumph, because I do feel that every win that you will have in August, you should celebrate that as a win, no matter how small, because it's actually quite large. That's what I'm picking up. So let's see where this goes for you, Aries. I'm going to get the Everyday Witch Tarot. At the bottom of the deck, I've got Justice. Yeah, so bringing things back into balance appears to be the order of the day for you here in August. I'll do a few more shuffles. Working together with others. Aries, you may have been very solitary for a while, is what I'm picking up. And it may have given you a chance to develop picking up maybe some bad habits or an attitude that isn't really serving you, especially when it comes to love, romantic partnerships. Sometimes if we spend too much time alone, we can kind of get a little bit stuck in a rut. Knight of Wands tells me that for you, change is coming, and it's coming in quickly. Yeah, I feel that there is an energy here of, if you haven't got love around you, Aries, I feel it's coming in for you. It's feeling of falling, right? Feeling of falling in love. Let's see where this goes. I'm going to cut the cards and let's lay down some tarot for you. We've got the King of Wands. Well, that's you, Aries. Beautiful energy coming out right off the bat. And we also have the Ace of Wands. Great. We also have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. So it is about bringing yourself back into balance. You may have felt, I get a sense when it comes to you, Aries, you've sensed a change. But in that change, you have felt a little bit out of control. Like you couldn't quite get your bearings. You couldn't find your footing. Very up in the air. I get a feeling here of not really knowing how to handle change, this change that's around you. Because I don't feel that you were expecting it. It was very sudden energy, wand energy. It feels sudden. So I do get you here as someone who's been possibly at home quite a bit. I see this man here and this cat, and he's pointing at a globe, but he's not actually doing anything. He's just pointing at it. So he's dreaming, he's planning, he's got big plans, but he's at home here in his office. So there's an energy around this of someone who, like an armchair traveler, that kind of feeling. Of course, we've all been that, haven't we, recently, because we haven't been able to travel. So you may have felt like you weren't able to get out there and do what you would normally do. The Ace of Wands. Well, this is that spark of new life. I do get some delay in this. There has been delay. And this sense that things have been out of your hands. Yeah, very strong energy around that. Let's pull some more cards. We have the Three of Wands, yep. The Knight of Swords right in the center. And we have the Hierophant. Well, there's that spiritual teacher. So I do feel that there is a guide around you. It could be a lover, potential lover, friend, mentor. And I do think that there is a rush of energy from this particular person. Communication. And I do get strategic planning and goal making. Interesting. A lot of wand energy. And when we talk about wands, it's talking about creation. It's talking about that fire in the belly. It's talking about what you're passionate about. And I do think for you here, Aries, it's kind of like you felt like your fire had gone out. But there's a spark. It's being relit. So it's kind of like your spark is being, well, it's ignited. I get that you're ignited. Whereas before things were a little bit stagnant in your life, you've now got interests. A reason to dream, a reason to get up and be motivated towards a goal. And it's because there's a strong spiritual energy around you. Now, Aries, if you're not usually the type who does yoga or meditation, takes a more spiritual practice, you're being urged to see if that might not be for you. Give it a try. Strong meditation energy around you for the month of August. In order to get yourself centered, it's all about that balance, right? Because I do think that after a long period of time, things are starting to speed up for you. So after a frustrating delay in your life, things are happening. And they may be happening quickly. They may feel like things are getting a little bit overwhelming. So taking that time for yourself there to just calm the mind and recenter yourself. Get your thoughts back to a place where you don't feel like you're getting out of control. will work for you. Certainly. Let's get some more cards. We've got the Page of Wands. Wow. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. And the Star. Woo. Aries, what a reading. Fantastic. Falling. Well, falling. Falling stars. It feels to me like a dream, a goal that was previously out of reach is actually reachable. Now you're starting the process. Things are starting to speed up for you in August towards this goal, towards this dream that you have. Now around you, I feel it is about, for a lot of you, it is about love, a commitment, a loving partnership, something that feels really good. For others of you, it may be packing up the family unit here and making a move, perhaps to a different place, somewhere that you've always dreamed about going. But I feel it's more than a vacation. I feel that this is something that could be permanent for you. That's just for some Aries. Tiny triumphs. It's about believing in yourself, making sure that you don't feel small or outmatched in a situation. It's inner size that's what matters, not outer size. So if there's any feelings here of feeling that this is unattainable, perhaps because of some insecurities, Aries, then you're being asked to think back to a time when you felt good about an achievement in the past. Remember that you have achieved in the past and don't give up, because with patience, with hard work, you will triumph, just like this mouse in this picture. So tiny triumphs. When we talk about that, Aries, it's not about expecting a prize at the end. It's not about that. It shouldn't be about that for you in August. It's really just the start of something new, a brand new adventure. So not getting too far ahead of yourself would behoove you. For instance, if this is about love, excuse me, Aries, and this is just someone you've started to date and you really feel attracted to this person, you think, oh wow, that could be my person. Starting on the path here and then thinking, oh, this is going to lead to marriage, and believing that this is like your destiny, all of that. They might be. I'm not saying that they aren't, but Aries, if you go too far ahead of yourself, you may tend to get bogged down with thoughts, right? You're being asked to feel rather than think, to feel, to be in the moment, to fully experience joy, love, the giving and receiving of love, rather than be caught up in the expectation of where is this leading. Now, when we talk about Knight of Swords energy, right in the center of this can be someone who once they make up their mind to do something, can be very focused, fixed, that tunnel vision, and believing that they want to actually go and get what this is, whether it's a relationship, a new job, a goal. But here it's just about taking things at a slower pace, not getting too far ahead of the game here, because if you get too focused on achieving that successful outcome that you want here, Aries, you may start to get the thoughts here of doubt creeping in, the insecurities come in. And if you're not seeing a lot of progress all at once, then you can start to think, oh, is this ever going to happen for me? It is. I get an energy of you waiting for an opportunity, waiting for things to turn around for you. And here's that ace. It's ready. It's here. It's being handed to you, this creativity, this spark. Saying, it's the universe saying, here, Aries, take this wand. What can you create with it? Well, the answer is whatever you've dreamed of with the star. What is it that you've hoped to manifest with this creative power around you right now? Yeah, I feel a very strong energy of you falling into a situation which is going to lead to something really, really nice. So don't get caught up in where is this going, because I don't feel that you have anything really to fear. There's no fear in this reading. This is all about hope, keeping your spirits up, seeing the potential, enjoying the journey, and living, fully experiencing life. This feels very strong energy to me of someone who shouldn't get caught up in the thoughts, the thinking, overthinking, overanalyzing. Rather, it's about experience, going out and experiencing something that you probably haven't experienced for a little while here, Aries. So don't worry. The energy around this is one of feelings. Whatever you're feeling in the moment, feel that. It's very powerful energy. Yeah, the universe wants you to not wait any longer. This is your moment. And you don't want to lose the moment. You don't want to get caught up in overthinking this and end up losing this spark. Because as we know, an ace is what you make of it, right? It's handed to you. The universe is saying, Aries, what do you want to do? If you choose to let it go, if you say, no, not the right time, well, that spark will go. I feel that this is very temporary energy in August, Aries. You have to take full advantage of this, whatever this is. It's saying take full advantage. Think of it as a fruit, like a ripe fruit. Well, what happens when a fruit ripens? I feel like you've been ripening away there in the background. Here's this spark of energy that comes in, and that's like the sun saying, okay, you're ripe, you're ready. This is your time, Aries. Well, this is your time to get picked as that succulent fruit you are, Aries, and run with it. What is it that you want to create? Here it is. Here's your moment. Start. It's saying start. Don't wait. Very strong energy around this of taking that leap of faith, taking that risk, doing it, rather than just thinking about it, dreaming about it. Because as you know, what happens with overripe fruit? Well, it falls on the ground. It goes to seed. So you don't want to be that. You don't want that. You don't want to have to start the whole process again. It would be a real shame here, Aries, if you missed this energy. So the energy around this one is feeling like you're fulfilling your dreams, a goal, a destiny. It's safe. It's safe for you to trust what's happening. You have to go with it. Take that leap of faith. It's the right time. So it's your time to give yourself fully commit, whatever this is, to love, to a dream of something happening in your life without holding back anything of yourself. Not holding back is the key. And celebrating. There's a feeling around you of feeling like too small. Oh, I'm too small. I can't do this. I can't have this. Or that person is too big for me. Or that person would never see me. This is saying that whatever that is you choosing to manifest, Aries, these are thoughts that will prevent that from happening. If you believe yourself to be too small, if you believe yourself to be someone who isn't well noticeable. I'm getting an energy here of an Aries that isn't noticeable. Is there such a thing? Well, believe it or not, there is, because, when we look about sun signs, right, we think, an Aries, courageous, warrior energy, someone who takes risks, adventurous, steamy, passionate, right? But we all are made up of various other signs. Moon sign, Venus sign, rising sign, whatever sign. So the feeling around this is one of being made of many different things. So Aries, yes, there are a lot of Aries that don't feel that strong power, Mars energy. And I feel like I'm talking to someone that has lived small, has believed themselves to be small. And this is you coming out of that saying, you know what, it's my time. It's my time. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to take this and I'm going to run with it. Wow, Aries, beautiful energy. Let's get a card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle to finish this one off. Message for Aries. What does Aries need to hear? Navigating by the stars, following your bliss. Ooh, wow. Aries, what is it that you are dreaming of? Navigating by the stars, trusting your gut. Having that faith that a high power is really directing your life. Believe. Allowing the energy to come through you, to feel it, to feel what brings you joy. All is going according to a wonderful plan, and be confident. Be confident that all will be well. Yeah, so it tells me that spiritually you're being guided by the divine here, Aries. Now, when we take that risk, what prevents us from taking that risk? Well, sometimes we can't see too far ahead. But when you become still, you meditate, spend some time reflecting on what you really want, what your gut, what your heart chakra is telling you, you can feel. It's not about thinking or overthinking. It's about feeling the right way to go. It's like navigating by the stars. You might not be able to see every detail, but when you trust the stars, it's like a silent guardian, if you will. If you follow that North Star, right, to navigate in the darkness, in the morning you find yourself at the right place at the right time. So I do feel that Spirit is directing you on the right path. If you open up your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, and listen to your intuition. This is telling me that you don't need to see the way ahead. You just have to trust. Trust that you're being directed down the right path and follow the path. Start down that journey. But it is a start. It is about making that start, Aries. The time is now. It's no longer a time for waiting in the wings, waiting for the right moment. This is the moment. The ace is here. It's ready for you. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Aries, and wish you all the very best with this. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Please do press the thumbs up button if you're enjoying these readings. And if you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Please do subscribe and press that notification bell for notification of when I put up new content. Special thank you to my podcast listeners on Apple and Spotify. Aries, wishing you the best. Beautiful reading. Fantastic energy around you for August. Make the most of it, guys. Take care and have a beautiful August.